Everything I love, all we love is this life. But a love, but a mic.
You already know you locked in with your host DJ J-So on the mic. You shout to our special guest, Tre Prada in the building. What up, bro?
Yes, sir. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Tre Prada. What's up, Brody? Thanks for having me. You already know.
Yeah, man. I think in our culture, we don't give people credit enough for just like making it happen. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, right now, you in here, you got your son with you. Who knows what you had to go through to make this still happen today? So I'm telling you, I appreciate you and give you your flowers for still making it happen and putting in that work.
Sure, man. I appreciate that, bro. Like you said, man, you gotta do what you gotta do. Try not to make no excuses. Just get it done, man. That's all a man got is his word, right?
That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit for me and for the listeners. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Yeah, man. I'm Tre Prada, man. I've been doing music since I was like 13, 14. I'm also a video director, a songwriter. Yeah, man, I do it all, man. You already know.
Facts. So how did you first start getting into music and get a passion for this?
Yeah, so music always just been a thing with my family. Like, we just a musically inclined family, you know what I mean? So it was just, inherited, off the rip. And then, growing up, my grandma, she used to just coach me on just singing and just vocals and just perfecting my voice, you know what I mean, as a young person. So also my mom, she used to buy me DVD, CDs and all that. Growing up in Philly, we had the DVD culture too. So it's just we just, it's in our blood to be, musical people.
So we have these nostalgic memories that connect us to the music.
Right.
You talked a little bit about your grandma. So tell us a little bit some of the memories that kind of connects you to the music.
Right. So yeah, man, my grandma, first of all, she had me in church as a youngin'. I grew up in Baptist church. So the choir and all that stuff was just, part of, daily life. Outside of that, she used to just play different, different genres of music. So from R&B, she even loved hip hop. We listened to some, classical music, some, rock, some everything, man. It was never just a one dimensional household. So
Facts.
she just, kept me in tune to it.
So what's something or advice you could give to somebody that's not in a position to necessarily go to a quality studio?
Yeah, man, I would say just spend your money wisely. You know what I'm saying? You don't need, certain things. I'm not gonna tell nobody what they need or don't. Whatever you can sacrifice to put a couple dollars to the side each week or each month or whatever to get to that goal to pay for that $50 hour studio, $30, whatever the price may be. But you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta sacrifice and not get those Jordans at the moment. You might gotta sacrifice and be bummy for a little bit.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? So sacrifice.
And it's crazy. You talked about sacrifice. A lot of artists, newer artists especially, they don't understand the types of sacrifices that go into the game. Tell us a little bit about some of the sacrifices you had to make in developing your career.
Yeah, man. So before I even got to where I am right now, I would say, which is my music videos alone, I wasn't always directing my own videos. I don't know, some people know, some people don't know how to direct, edit all my videos. So before I got to that point, I used to, pay people to shoot my videos, and the check wasn't small back then because everybody wasn't doing videos.
That's
so
a fact.
it was very it was an expensive thing at the time. Videos wasn't $250, $500. Jones was starting at $1,200, $1,500. But yeah, man. So I basically from the beginning, I just put my bread into the things that I really needed and really wanted to do with my music. That was the studio time, that was the the videos, that was the clothes. And I couldn't maybe travel or do certain things with my friends or whatever, go bowling or whatever. I had to do what I had to do to get to where I had to get to.
See, and that's crazy. Some people don't understand that too. They would rather go out with their friends. I like this music thing, but I'm gonna go have fun more.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So
Sure.
tell us a little bit about your first album. So your first project that you dropped. I ain't gonna give them no spoilers because I want you to give them the introduction and tell us a little bit about the music. But don't give us too much. Just about the first album.
Yeah.
A little bit about the people that was on it and who helped you with the production.
So my first album dropped back in 2015. It was called I Am Tyrant. Go check that out, man. It's still on. It's everywhere, actually, on every streaming platform.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere, man. Shout out to Dunny, Big Face Dunny, man. He did a lot of production on there. Mad Face Nice did a lot of production on there.
Man, nice.
Yeah,
Let's go.
man.
Shout out to Troop.
Indeed. So that's how we started. We was in the, back when 444 was popping. You know what I'm saying? I was in there every day, just grinding with Dunny. And we made that project come to life.
So tell us what was your change and your evolution in that music?
Yeah, man, just finding my sound and perfecting my sound, finding out who Tre Prada is, and standing on that. You know what I'm saying? So my thought process in the music now and how I record, I don't really write anymore. I kind of just I might do a melody or whatever. I might come up with some phrases and just build off of that. versus you know, being stuck inside of a mindset of what I want to say and just be free with whatever I got to say, and then being like just being in the moment with the music.
They talk a lot about, you know, I gotta shoot that person, shoot that. It's gang this, gang that. And now a lot of times it's not to say that it's bad music all the time, because what we call it drill rap, we call it trap rap. And it's a lot of those songs are songs that make number 1, number 5. These are top songs, right?
Yeah.
So do you feel like DJs or people in media or even other artists should kind of steer away from that, or is that something that you feel like is just kind of part of the culture?
I mean, I feel like a dope record is a dope record. If it's dope, it's dope. It's gonna resonate with somebody. You know what I mean? But I also feel like when you're trying to portray an image, like with the whole, you know, I'm not trying to name drop on anybody, but there's people in the industry who don't live that life, and then it came out that they really didn't live that life, and then, you know, it might, you know, tell on people because they really didn't live that life. Right. So I feel like certain things catch up to you. So as long as you can stand on it, if it catch up to you, stand on it.
Say, was your first moment where you felt like you achieved that form of success?
That form of success of just being true to myself.
Yeah, or even like a height, like accomplishment in your music career, anything of this.
The first time I ever got on TV for the first time.
Okay.
The first time when I'm out videos hit BT Jams.
Hey, that's clutch.
Yeah, I feel like that at that moment, that's when I felt like it was okay, it's achievable. I always felt like it was achievable, but actually seeing it, you know, in real time, that's when I realized, all right, this is we on something.
So tell us a little bit more about your network, and how did you start building that, and what it does for you.
Right, man. So first off, shout out to Sir. I feel like that was the first like major connection I had in Philadelphia. He was doing Exposure Nation at the time. This was back, I don't know, like 2013, 2014.
Yeah, shout out on there with Sir.
Shout out on there with Sir, man. He really put me in perspective, put stuff in perspective, and put me on a platform to be able to showcase my music, showcase my talent. He had so many just showcases and shows that he made sure I was on them. And I feel like just that aspect alone showed me how powerful networking is. And I feel like right now, man, people are getting so complacent and so comfortable because the internet just makes things feel like it's so achievable, but when people start to realize it's really an illusion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It looks good, it might look even better, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, you're not really doing what you feel like you should be doing.
You talked about like your manager, your public, like having those real people are, to me, more important than having like big numbers on social media.
No, facts.
Because you can have that and then nobody care about you.
And a lot of it be boosted, a lot of it be really capped, really, honestly. So it's like a lot of these artists, you be like, damn, these people can't bring out nobody to no shows. They do a show and it'd be like them, maybe a couple of their homeboys, but they not bringing nobody out.
And that's what matters.
Really not good. I'm writing on my mom still, you know what I'm saying? This her
Facts.
brand.
You definitely ain't hearing the black brand. I see you got the king, the queen on it.
Sure. So that's all I've been rocking, man. KT, shout out to KT. Go and get some of this merch from KaiTRA.com, man. You already know what to put on.
We talked a lot about making this real, right? How to actually turn this music and entertainment creator into a business, right?
Exactly.
You have a media company, so tell us about that.
Man, so Trey Productions, I specialize in music video productions, commercials, weddings, events, etc. You know what I'm saying? We also help with marketing, getting things people who, if you got a single, we can get your single pushed to BET, MTV, and other networks. So yeah, that's what we do.
Like that's a major connection. It's kind of a major accomplishment to build that for yourself, and not just for yourself, to be able to offer those services to other artists who might need it.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people who need it.
Yeah, man, it's like people just want to take, but they're not bringing nothing back. And I feel like that's, I'm not to go back to the music, but that's what people need to understand. These artists, most artists, not gonna say not all of them, but most artists, they don't have intentions on giving nothing back to the hood. They have no intentions on bringing nothing back to the city. And it's like, put people in perspective and position that got plans to, you know what I'm saying, build better communities, to bring back, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we making all these people famous and they running off with the bread and not bringing it back. And we the ones that support it.
They think it's about glamour. You got the blue check.
Right.
You got the numbers. You got all of those things that people aspire to have, but yet you're not coming there with that personality like, yeah, you gotta have a blue check. You don't got no numbers. I ain't talking to you. No, we're talking about literally putting your money where your mouth is, investing in yourself, putting your mindset right, taking care of the people around you, your family. Those values are what would attract you to someone, not those glamour things. So I think if any of the listeners that's tapped in, I think what y'all need to pick up is that the people that you want to get next to, a lot of them probably just want to see that you're a hard worker.
Yeah.
That you value bringing something to the table and taking care of things.
That's right.
A lot of people miss that too. Like even I want to talk to the business owner because we've been saying a lot to the artists, right? I want to talk to the business owners for a second. Like if you're gonna run a business, make sure that your business has that type of quality as well. Like that you have that kind of slogan or that kind of brand that stands for something. Like here at the mic, we say we amplify the culture. So that's what we do. We find people like you and get you on here to talk about your business, talk about your artistry, so people can really tap into you and hear what you got going on and understand that you have value to the game. You add value. You could add value to them personally with your business, your film production. You could get them published. You can get their video out there. So these are things that we like to highlight because this is what really amplifies the culture before. A lot of listeners, they probably hearing about you for the first time. So tell them what is the video that got placed on BET and let them know where they can find that out now.
So my first video that ever got placed is called John. That's on YouTube right now. Tre Prada John. Go check that out. So that was my first one that got placed. Goonies got placed. What else? I think my single Bad John got placed. So it was like a good 4 or 5 Johns that got placed. Not to count other videos I directed for other people that got placed. So, you know.
So everybody, I feel like every real city where they grow up tough and it's real hard to make it and they made something of themselves. They don't like other people from outside can't talk about, oh, you made it from out of it. Like you never was in here to begin with.
It's a struggle, man. It's a struggle coming from here, bro. So you already know. But shout out to the people that's not from here that still put on for Philly, because at the end of the day we gotta understand the goal is always to make it up the hood anyway. Yeah. And people forget that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let's make jokes about Abington and Willow Grove and all Norristown. But man, like living in, you know what I'm saying, I was born in South Philly, you know what I'm saying? Right. I was there and I moved up top, you know what I'm saying? I spent, up top till I was about almost 18, you know what I'm saying? And then from there I was actually in the county too, so you know what I mean? So it's like I've got to see the worst of the worst to how it could be living better. You know, and the goal is always to feel that and to be in a safe environment, to be able to raise your kids, and your mom don't gotta worry about her crib getting shot up, you know what I'm saying? That's a fact. So the goal is always to make it out. And I feel like people forget that.
So is there any outside endeavors that we can look forward to from Tre Prada?
Yeah, man, it's a lot. And a lot of them I don't really want to talk about because I'm not going to have my name on them personally. It's just a bunch of business ventures that's on the way that I'm just be behind the scenes and things. But the ones I can't talk about, I do got a TV series I'm working on. Okay. It's going to be actually a web series that's coming out soon. It's going to be called Out the Mud. Okay. That sounds lit. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. I ain't going to go into the plot and everything, but shout out Young Hot, man.
Hey, we got the exclusive. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't even think we made it public yet, but yeah, man, we're working on that right now. Right. Outside of that, I got some things coming, man. I want to wait till they more so set. Right, and then I come back
and we tap in, let them know the juice. Exactly. Well, listen, man, y'all heard it here first, man. This is your host, DJ J. So I'm here with the guy, Tre Prada, man. Sir. Before we go, anything you want to tell the listeners?
Nah, man, listen, man. Shout out to my boy J. So for having me.
Check me out.
Check me out on Instagram, YouTube at Tre Prada, TrePrada. My new album, Timeless, is out right now. That's my newest project. Check that out.
Yeah, make sure y'all go tap into the music. This is your host, DJ J. So, man, with the mic. Peace out, y'all.
Yes, sir.